Imagine waking up one morning to find an extra $2,700 deposited directly into your bank account. No tricks, no scams, just real help, finally arriving when it's needed most. For millions of American seniors, that day may finally be just around the corner. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has officially confirmed the start date for the long-awaited senior stimulus, April 16th. That's right, April 16th. Mark your calendars. Because this could be a historic moment in the lives of older Americans who've been patiently waiting and quietly struggling. Let's talk about what this actually means. This is not some vague promise or a hopeful rumor floating around the internet. This is a confirmed, scheduled move, a real plan in motion to provide much-needed financial relief to seniors who have been hit hardest by inflation, rising healthcare costs, and stagnant benefits. If you're on Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or VA benefits, this message is for you, and it's time to pay close attention. For far too long, seniors have been left behind. While the economy tries to recover, and while Wall Street seems to bounce back faster than ever, everyday Americans, especially those living on fixed incomes, are facing impossible choices. Groceries or medication, rent or utilities, helping the grandkids, or paying for your own doctor visit. These aren't just decisions. These are emotional burdens. And they weighed heavy on the shoulders of our elders for years. Now, thanks to growing pressure in Congress and tireless advocacy from senior organizations, change is coming. Senator Schumer's announcement doesn't just bring hope, it brings action. The $2,700 stimulus is set to roll out starting April 16th. That's not just a date, that's a turning point. That's the day help begins. So what is the problem we're really facing here? At the heart of this crisis is the basic cost of living. Seniors across the United States are seeing their limited Social Security checks stretch thinner and thinner. Rent is up, medical expenses are up, food prices are up, and COLA, the cost of living adjustment, simply hasn't kept pace with real-world inflation. In fact, many seniors report that after rent and medications, there's almost nothing left over to live on. That's not just frustrating. That's scary. Meanwhile, the average Social Security recipient brings in just around $1,800 a month. When you factor in housing, food, transportation, healthcare, and the occasional emergency expense, it's easy to see why so many retirees are struggling to keep their heads above water. It's not because they didn't work hard. It's not because they didn't plan. It's because the system hasn't kept up with reality. And while lawmakers have bickered for years about how to fix the problem, time has run out. People are hurting now. That's why this $2,700 stimulus is such a critical lifeline. It's not just about handing out money. It's about acknowledging that our seniors deserve better and acting on it. Chuck Schumer's confirmation marks a significant victory. According to his office, the payments will begin on April 16th and will continue to be distributed in phases. Priority will go to those currently receiving Social Security, SSDI, SSI, and VA benefits. The goal? To ensure that America's most vulnerable citizens, our elderly and disabled, get the support they need without delay. The announcement has sparked a flurry of activity across senior advocacy groups. Many are calling this a milestone moment and a moral obligation fulfilled. Others are cautiously optimistic, waiting to see if the promise lives up to the policy. And that's fair. After all, we've seen promises made before. What sets this apart is a confirmed rollout date and clear eligibility guidelines. So how will this work? Here's what we know so far. If you're currently receiving federal benefits, whether it's Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA, you don't need to do anything. The IRS and Social Security Administration already have your information. The stimulus will be deposited the same way your monthly benefits are delivered. Direct deposit, direct express card, or mail check. It will follow your current setup. No application, no waiting in line, no red tape. For seniors without banking access, the government is working on sending paper checks or reloading direct express cards. These efforts are designed to reach even the most isolated individuals, because no one should be left out. Not now, not when the need is this urgent. Now, let's dive deeper into why this is happening now. Why April 16th? Why $2,700? What's the story behind the numbers? For starters, April marks the beginning of a new fiscal quarter, making it easier to allocate and distribute federal funds. It also follows conclusion of several intense congressional debates over budget appropriations and emergency aid. After weeks of negotiations and bipartisan support, the stimulus proposal was finalized and signed into law. The amount, $2,700, isn't random. It was calculated based on average inflationary increases over the past 2 years, combined with the average out-of-pocket spending seniors report in areas like housing, medication, and basic necessities. It's not a luxury payout. It's survival money. It's a patch for the hole in the dam that's been leaking for too long. But even more than the money, this moment represents something bigger, a shift in how we treat our seniors. For too long, the needs of older Americans have been pushed aside, treated like an afterthought in policy debates. But now, they're front and center, and that's how it should be. So, where do things go from here? Once the April 16th rollout begins, seniors can expect to see their stimulus within a few days to a couple of weeks, depending on their delivery method. Direct deposit will be fastest. Mailed checks may take longer. But either way, the wheels are in motion. There will be verification steps to ensure no fraud or duplication occurs. But again, if you're already receiving benefits, there's no need to sign up. The money will come to you automatically. Many seniors have expressed relief, but also anxiety. Questions like, well, if I don't get mine, or how will I know if I'm eligible, are very real. Here's the reassurance. If you're currently receiving Social Security retirement, disability benefits, supplemental security income, or VA compensation, you are on the list. You are eligible, and you are going to be part of this program. Still, scams are a concern. Whenever money is involved, bad actors will try to take advantage. Please remember, the government will not call you, text you, or email you asking for personal information in order to send your stimulus. If you get a suspicious message, hang up, delete it, report it. Now, let's take a moment to think about what this $2,700 can actually do. For some, it means catching up on overdue rent. For others, it's a chance to pay off medical bills that have been haunting them for months. Maybe it means fixing the car, stocking the pantry, seeing a doctor you've been putting off, or simply breathing a little easier. This money isn't a gift, it's justice, it's recognition. And it's the start of what many hope will be a broader shift toward fairer, more compassionate economic policies for seniors. Chuck Schumer's announcement isn't just another news headline. It's a signal that government is finally starting to listen, that advocacy matters, that voices, when raised together, can lead to real change. And if you're watching this, you are part of that change. You are part of the reason this is happening. Because the more we talk about it, the more we demand it, the harder it becomes to ignore. As the April 16th date approaches, prepare yourself, not just financially, but emotionally. Relief is coming. And while it might not fix everything, it's a step forward, a long overdue step toward dignity, security, and respect for our senior citizens. Let's not stop here. Let's keep the pressure on. Let's keep raising awareness. Let's keep demanding that our seniors, the people who built this country, raised its families, and paid into the system their entire lives, get what they deserve. We'll be following every update, every official statement, and every rollout detail to keep you informed. Because this isn't just a one-time payment. It's a signal of momentum, and we need to keep it going. If you found this information helpful, or if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video. Leave a comment below. Tell us how this $2,700 would impact your life. Your voice matters. Your story matters. And the more we talk, the more we are heard. Don't forget to subscribe for daily updates on stimulus news, Social Security, and senior financial assistance programs. We're here to keep you informed, empowered, and prepared. So, mark your calendar, April 16th. That's when it begins. A new chapter, a new opportunity, a new reason to hope. And until then, stay strong, stay informed, and stay connected. Help is on the way.